Eat a bowl of fuck. I'm here to party.
Hello and welcome to the final podcast, the last podcast you'll ever listen to.
Your final bros. Yeah, we're here. It's Brian Hoppo LaGrasta and Shane I'd lipstick my nipple Smith.
Sure does.
Mike G, the Cannibal Gypsy, is here, and producer Maddie with the stick.
Always got the stick. It's always in hand.
Matt Quest.
Matt,
That's
Quest.
such a good fucking nickname.
It really is.
The Matt. We're all here. We're here to party because it's fucking Halloween time. We got the funeral parlor on lock, bro. Let's harass some old people and
That's my favorite.
Get to the funeral parlor party.
To be fair, this old guy kind of has it coming.
He's a
Well, he
dick.
definitely has something coming.
He's
Yeah.
a dick fucker.
Yeah, because this old guy, he hates kids, he hates Halloween, and
He
he's
fucks
the
dicks.
He's the guy who's going to put the razor blades in the apples.
Will
Calm
that
and
come
pray.
back to bite him or slit him? Maybe. We'll talk about it.
That was terrible. That was terrible. Dude,
It's like his own undoing.
Yeah. And his wife's all a part of it.
We're deep in October, and I think it's time to talk about it. How October is easily peak. It's the best month.
Oh, best month of hands down.
Everything,
October? Yeah.
Everything about it's
It's my favorite month.
the best month of the year.
Normally has the best weather.
Yeah.
Has the best holiday
Yeah.
besides Christmas.
It's the best holiday.
Has probably, I love going to haunted houses.
It's a good
so
time.
like that's always up there. I'm sure some people enjoy apple picking.
No, I don't like picking anything. It's a lot of labor.
Yeah, we're not big labor guys.
I work a lot.
I
during
mean-
the week. I'm good.
Like, maybe some of us are.
I do. This movie has a lot of characters. This movie is a cult classic. Honestly, like I don't know why. Like for some reason, Night of the Demons is like a staple '80s horror film. Yeah, like I don't see it, but
Yeah,
at the same time, I'm just saying like it is. Like everyone
Is it,
talks about
though?
Night of the Demons.
I've never heard or seen this movie before the other day.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like a state. Like if you
Yeah,
love 80s
Look,
horror.
It even says it here, like in this '80s cult hit, horny teens.
That's how you know it's
Because
good.
these kids are horny. The demons themselves are horny.
See, but that's why I like the remake. The demons are hornier in the remake.
But Edward Furlong's in the remake.
Yeah, don't the demons have an orgy scene in the remake?
There is an orgy. I was waiting for the demon orgy scene. That
And we don't
didn't come.
get it. We like
These
this
kids are
movie's
pretty horny,
missing
though.
Edward Furlong.
Trash. Literally trash in that remake.
You're saying he's not the best actor?
No.
This movie's missing Dora Baird.
Oh, she's in the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does the lipstick trick.
Yep.
Which is weird because Suzanne technically does the lipstick
Yeah.
trick in this movie, and Suzanne does not do the lipstick trick in the new one.
This movie's missing the girl from Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the third girl
Yeah.
who becomes like the main character of that
Yeah,
movie.
which wasn't the main character.
out of nowhere.
But to be like, this movie does a better job of establishing who the main girl is early on.
Yeah, but I do agree with you. We're saying like off air about like development. Like you know who the main characters are. You kind of see like the tropes in these characters,
Yeah.
but they're just like kind of underdeveloped. And like they're really unfortunately this movie doesn't have like great background. Like
No.
you don't know why they're there. They're just there to party. There's really not a lot to explain the demons. Really not. You get a nice ass shot out of nowhere.
Definitely,
Really
like,
irrelevant ass shot.
Right off the bat, you
Like
get
completely
bare ass.
totally irrelevant ass shot.
Yes.
And then like a few seconds later, her creepy brother comes out of the closet and is like, "Hey sis, nice titties."
He's like, nice bazongos.
It does say that.
Bro, it's fucking sick. She's not wearing like a solid like black bra. Her bra's like completely mesh and sheer. So he's clearly like sees her titties.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey sis,
Like you got, in all fairness, like not to like nitpick this nude scene,
what is it?"
but
though?
like you have to
Why?
go out of your way to lift your shirt right here. You have to go out of your
Yeah,
way to do that.
That's like
True, because you don't have to lift it up like that
Right.
to take the rest of your underwear off.
Her underwear's already off.
Yeah.
right. It's completely off.
There's also the scene where that girl lifts up her shirt so you could see her pussy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's actually, I think that's a Linnea Quigley, who's the girl that's completely naked in Return of the Living Dead.
You are 100% correct. That is exactly who that is.
So she's the Naomi Watts of the 80s?
Yes. Well, I read up. She was doing like nude, like photos and all stuff like that well before like this movie. So she's used to being naked and stuff.
Who's the most naked actress ever?
Kate Winslet or
no,
Naomi Watts
yes.
is up there.
I was gonna say
In terms of like actual mainstream actresses.
Linnea Quigley.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Meg Ryan.
Yeah,
You ever seen it in the cut?
Well, she's up there.
She's naked that whole movie.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Kat.
Yeah, she's definitely up there. But I don't know. I just feel like if I've seen a movie with Kate Winslet, I've seen her naked.
There's just some guarantees.
Yeah. But yeah, so
Like, look at her bra. You see everything.
well, she has nice bazongos.
How long do you think her brother was hiding in that closet for?
Literally 13 years.
Yeah.
He was born there.
He does actually say, "Hey, nice boobies, sis."
He literally just compliments her boobs.
Yeah. I mean, she's got a nice rack, but
Is that how brother-sister relationships go?
maybe in the 80s.
The 80s was fucking wild.
Yo, quick question. You said in the new one is when? Oh, what? 9?
Oh, 09, I think.
Is it set in the 80s, though?
No.
No.
It's modern.
in the 09.
Modern
so
times,
it's
modern
modern.
tits.
Yeah. I'm telling you, there's so many tits in that new one.
Like, it's
Crazy.
actually nuts.
And tentacles shoot out of them.
I'm interested now.
Yeah. That movie's just, I don't know. I love that new movie, but they're both pretty bad.
They're both bad movies. Like, just in essence, like the lipstick boob trick makes no sense in either movie.
I actually thought it was one of the cooler parts of this one.
It is. But this movie's not good.
But like, what's the point of it? Like, it's a cool scene. I just don't understand, like, I can shove lipstick through my tit, so no one's in the room. She just does it.
That's true. Well, so that's the thing. In the remake,
The doctor,
she does it in front of the person.
doctor guy, right?
Yes. And he's like, oh, no. Like this one, since she just does it by herself, there's no like payoff to like someone's reaction. Yeah. Well, all right. We actually haven't jumped into the spooky
No,
bit.
We didn't
I'm just
spook
looking at
up?
this guy that looks like a fucking just total reboot of Mike Benanti.
His Italian accent, though, is also so absurd.
It's so absurd that I actually love it.
I love it too. He's actually my favorite character.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, sugar tits. How
Like,
you doing
I,
over here?
I honestly thought I would hate this character, and I actually think he's my favorite.
Well, he's the best character. That's Sal, right?
That's Sal.
He is the best character
Sal
in this
Volcano.
You notice how they always throw in? They seem to throw in like a character that reminds me of like the Fonz. Like,
Yes, they do that a lot.
right.
And you know what we do a lot? We jump into the spooky pit.
Night of the Demons, released in 1988, partying at a funeral parlor on Halloween just seems stupid, horribly, mind-numbingly stupid, and gay. This film was directed by Kevin Tenney and stars Kathy Podwell, Alvin Alexis, Hal Halvins, Allison Barron, Billy Gallo, Linnea Quigley, Jill Terashita, Donnie Jeffcoat, Amelia Kincaid, and Lance Fenton. Those are the 10 kids that go to the funeral parlor on Halloween night to party.
Partay.
Like I will say before we get into this film,
There's another butt.
staring at an ass on the screen, we review horror movies front and back, really going through the entire time frame of the film, the whole way through, detailing every little kill, everything, all the details, wrap it up after with a review from 1 to 10, and then give you the best kill of the movie. That is what we do in essence. Unfortunately for this one, really not a lot to talk about, but we'll try.
We will try. So we'll
Imagine being so entranced by ass that you get robbed blind.
This girl probably steals like $200 worth of snacks.
So she takes so much shit she probably doesn't even need.
Yeah, well-
Do you think she's gonna resell it?
The thing is, no, I don't know. Well, she's dead, so. But the thing is, like, none of them eat snacks at the party, right?
No,
I
they
think
just
she
become
grabs
demons.
like fucking laundry detergent or something.
Oh, she gotta wash her costume.
These kids are the 80s kids are interesting. The things that interest 80s kids are crazy. They like look through their house and like, guys, like, stop traffic. I found a mirror.
It was a different time, bro.
Like, could you imagine that? Like, you see a mirror and you're just probably like, it's a fucking mirror.
yeah.
Like, these kids are just like, guys,
It's a
let's party.
with a mirror.
So essentially, these like it's just the story of all these kids coming together to party at the cemetery house, right?
That hole is ace.
So sick. This movie's sick. So they're all gonna get together. It's like Sal It's Tony and the main girl, right?
Is that the guy's name is Tony? Her name is Judy.
Judy and maybe it's Mike. Tony.
Who's the name of the main guy, Matt?
Looking at the wrong one. Sorry. You got Stooge. You got Sal, Judy, Billy.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. Is
I
it
don't
Billy?
think he's Billy.
Sal.
It's not Sal.
Roger.
Not Roger.
It's not Roger.
Max.
I don't think so. Jay? Is it Jay? Is there a J there?
There is a J. I missed that one.
I
Yes.
think it's him.
Okay. It's probably Jay.
I'm going to go Jay.
Jay makes sense.
Seeing as she just said Jay.
Yeah, it's J.
Okay.
There's just no picture for the actor, so I couldn't confirm.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. None of these people are really, like, famous.
Okay, so we're going with Jay.
Actually, Linnea Quigley is, like, a little famous, but...
Or maybe Billy. I don't know. Whatever.
We're going to call him Jay until further notice.
He's Jay. It's confirmed.
Confirmed Jay.
So she's talking to Jay, Judy, and like they're expecting to go to a school dance, but Jay's like, no, we're actually going to this party. That creepy goth girl, Angela, who they kind of keep the name somewhat consistent to the
Yes, because
remake.
Angela was the main
Yeah.
girl in the other one.
So she's throwing this party. It's at a funeral home, which is different from the remake.
Yes.
But funeral home, and it's not going to be at the dance, and we're going. And she's like, what about the dance? She's like, no, we're going to the party. She's like, okay, whatever. And they're going to get visited by Sal, who looks like our friend Mike Benanti. He's like this fake Italian Guido greaser guy
So Mike Benanti.
That fucking jacket, too.
in a denim. And he's going to bribe her brother to let her know where her sister's going with a quarter. The brother's like, you're going to need me to pay off a lot more than that to betray my sister. He's like, fine, I'll give you like $1.25. And he's like, yup, it's going to be at the funeral parlor. That's where the party's going to be.
Because he's not invited.
No, he just shows up.
Because he wants Judy.
Yes.
Because apparently they went out on one date.
In
And they
fairness-
may or may not have fucked.
And now Jay wants to get with Judy because Jay thinks Judy's just putting it out for anyone.
in fairness to her, that dude's an asshole.
Jay's the worst.
All he cares about is fucking her.
Yeah.
All he does is pressure her for sex, and when she doesn't give it to him, he instantly goes to another girl.
It's true. You know, it's like one of those. It's like one of those things where like you think Jay's like the nice preppy boy.
He's not.
And this guy, he's like the scrubby womanizing greaser, and it's actually like completely the opposite.
Yeah.
He's like the hero,
Sal's a hero.
and like Jay's the reason they go to this party in the first place.
Yeah.
So
This movie suffers with like the character identity. Like I have no idea who the hero is and who you find to be the hero. I'm just like, what?
Well, that's the thing, because Roger's the hero, but Roger's not a hero.
He literally was-
Roger keeps lucking into things like diving out of windows.
Roger identifies the wall to find where the water crossing is because apparently the lore of this movie is demons can't cross the water.
Yes.
So he's trying to like identify the exit, and that's his purpose, is to identifying where the exit is.
Yeah. He's useless. So they're all going to get to the funeral parlor. It's going to be Suzanne and Angela, Jay and Judy. Sal's going to get there. We're going to have a car full of Roger, Stooge, and Helen.
That's the car crew.
Yes. And then there's another, though. There's an Asian girl and Billy, right?
Yeah, they're the couple.
Who
That's-
are like so irrelevant to everything.
So I think
no.
who's that? The Asian girl? What,
And Billy, right? Is the other guy?
is that Billy?
Or is Billy the boy?
I don't
The brother. There is there's a random couple that like doesn't do anything except like fuck in a coffin.
Yeah, but that guy
it's
is like
the Asian
he's the
girl.
doctor. He's supposed to be the doctor in the new movie.
Right. And but that guy plays an important role in the new
He
movie.
plays like the main guy. Well, one of the main guys.
And this movie, I feel like he doesn't do anything.
This part's funny as fuck. So the mom offers him like, what are those, like fudge logs?
Like those chocolate turds.
It's
It
literally
just-
turds.
It just looks like shit.
Yeah. Mom looks like a super nice lady, though.
I
Very
don't
nice.
feel like I would have it in me to deny a fudge
No,
log.
you would probably eat the whole plate.
I'd eat that whole plate.
Miss
of fudge
Cassidy's
log.
offering. You're gonna say no?
No.
She's dressed like Alice in Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
I was going more Dorothy.
Okay,
From The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
that's
They,
fair.
they made a reference to Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, Brian's right. I'm wrong.
Yeah, well, you're just stupid.
No, he makes it. He does say like fucking. He makes a reference to fucking Alice at one point.
Oh.
You should probably pay attention to
But
that.
I do know what you're saying.
I do agree.
I
It does
don't.
look
This is another time where the brother comments on her tits. It's kind of weird. He goes in to kiss right in front of this guy's a fucking creep.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
I hate
so
him a
weird.
lot. He's like, babe, let's tongue. With
Right
your-"
in front of your mom.
Yeah,
And your brother, who clearly is obsessed with your tits.
Like, you're better off just, like, fucking on top of your dead mom at that point.
Oh my God, you're next reference.
Oh, thanks for picking
I
it up.
got it. See, I pick shit up, Mike, you fucking bully.
Let's just find a coffin
So
instead.
he's trying to get it in right
Like,
outside.
literally right outside the door. That's literally all he cares about.
Yeah, he's very aggressive, but he's 80s aggressive.
But he's 80s hot, too. That's the
Yeah.
thing. He's got
This
that, like,
cat
preppy
is
look.
everywhere this episode.
Everywhere.
So you got Stooge.
Clown?
Stooge is literally
A pig.
yeah, well, he is. He's wearing a pig nose. He's kind of just like, I guess, supposed to be like the comic relief, but he's like really not.
Yeah, but he's also like aggressive and weird.
Aggressive and weird. Helen's there just to drive.
Helen does nothing in this movie.
No, she's there to drive.
Helen
He
also
literally just says, "Shut up and drive, bitch." Was probably going to be the other quote I was going to use.
What kind of car are they driving? What is that thing?
I have no
Is it
idea.
like an 80s Bounder? And there's also a pumpkin on top of it.
Yeah, I don't know. This is so they're all just going to the party.
They're all friends. They're invited. They're going to the party. Alice and Jay pick up. What's her name? The Asian girl, Matt. Forgot her name. And we're gonna go with, I guess, Billy, because we don't know this guy's real name.
I was trying to look for it. There's no picture for her. That's the problem.
Oh, Max. It's Max. Billy might be the kid. Max might be the doctor.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go with Max. Max makes sense.
I can tell you the Asian girl. The actress's name is Jill Terashita.
It's not listed here. Hold on. Oh, Franny.
Franny, that's what it is.
Don't even remember them saying.
Yeah,
the name of the movie.
they mention it like once.
Yeah, I mean, because like you said, they're kind of irrelevant. The thing, this movie, I just feel like there's no relevant characters.
No, and one of the irrelevant characters makes it out alive because Roger is literally a nothing burger character. The characters you know the most about are like Angela, Suzanne, Stooge, Jay, Judy, and that's it.
Yeah. It's just like, that's the thing. And I always hate when we come into this issue because there's not much to talk about with this movie.
No, this is like stand around the movie.
Because they'll all meet up. They'll all go to the cemetery house. They're all going to like meet and like party for a little bit. But then they get distracted by the mirror.
Yeah, that's true. What I would say is that when they get there, they see this like giant coffin because
That's
the
right.
one guy plans to hide in the coffin to scare the others.
Yeah.
And of course, that's when they encounter Sal, who's been in there first because Sal's in the coffin. And Jay has like this weird jealousy because apparently like she went out with Sal like one
Once.
time.
But like he wants to go out with Judy because he thinks Judy gives it up to people like Sal. But it's never actually answered, right? If she had sex with Sal or not. It's just it's an open-ended question at the end.
It's also like this has zero payoff.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like it's not like Sal survives the night, like which would have been made more sense.
Yeah, like why is Roger the guy to survive?
It would have been cool if Sal was actually the one to survive because Sal was the one that just like sounded like a creep, but actually would take care of her. And Jay seemed like what would be the guy your mother wants to take out your daughter and is a giant piece of shit.
Yeah.
Also, Suzanne's a giant slut.
Yes.
Like she's just starting to dance everywhere. You could basically see up her skirt.
She's constantly throwing ass.
Look at the spread though. It's a good spread.
it is a good spread. Well,
I've
I mean,
seen
it's
better.
stolen. It's a stolen spread.
I've seen
Well, of
better
course,
spread.
Angela stole, but because the people were staring at Suzanne's ass the whole time.
The power of an ass, right?
I mean, like she literally robbed the entire store. And what, you know, like I'm going to make a lot of comparisons to the new movie. Like what I would say is Shannon Elizabeth's Angela kind of like gave the whole speech of why they were there and like what the expectations were. And you don't get any of that. There's like no backstory. They mention settlers and they mention a carnal man and that's it. Like I don't know anything else about what's going on. They also referenced like the prohibition in the basement.
Yes.
It's the
Which
subterranean
has
tunnels.
nothing to do with anything else.
They just mentioned that there's streams of water downstairs.
This shit is so weird.
This is because this girl's like a whore and this is how women are and they want attention stolen away from men that have girlfriends. So she's putting her ass in Max's face and then I forgot her name already because that's my memory span. But his Asian girlfriend, Franny goes over there and just like gets her man back.
I mean, if I can quote Al Pacino real quick, she's got a great ass.
Oh my God.
What's that from?
Heat.
I was gonna go Scent of a Woman.
He says it in Heat. He says it to Hank Azaria.
Really?
Yeah, it's really
That's
funny.
hilarious that Hank Azaria is in that movie.
I think he says it about, who does he say it about? Val Kilmer's wife, I think.
How do you feel about strobe lights?
Not a fan. They're my least favorite part of haunted houses because I always feel like I'm about to have a seizure. If I'm being real talk.
So all the couples are dancing in the strobe, right?
Yeah.
And then like Judy's dancing with Jay, and Jay is looking all at Suzanne.
He's such a dick.
He actually leaves her.
He literally leaves. She hasn't even denied him sex yet, and he's already not interested.
That's the worst way to get laid is to like work on two girls at the same time.
Yeah, unless you're like a super hunk, which he's clearly not.
Yeah, but like the whole thing is like Judy's more the reserved, innocent type. Like he's not gonna hook up with her by flirting with another. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
she's just gonna be like, "Yo, you're a piece of shit."
I feel like if you're even that person, you're probably better off not going with the other girl. If the other girl puts out all the time, you get with the girl it's harder to put out with.
Right.
Because you already have her.
Yes.
Right.
Like you're working on it.
Like, if he was just going to try to go with Suzanne, why even bother bringing Judy here?
Yeah. Well, Sal makes the mention of the razor blade apples, common Halloween prank. But you know what? At the end of the day, Angela's like, let's really crank this party up to 10 and do a seance.
Yeah. Do you know the razor blade conversation here is the only thing I feel like in this movie that has a payoff?
Yeah, it's true. You're right. It's true.
Like, nothing else in this movie has a payoff. I feel like we're talking like such haters because this is like a cult classic, but like...
It's just not a good movie.
It's not. I don't get it. This is one of the few I don't get.
I agree.
Fight Club, cult classic. Night Darko, cult classic. Night of the Demons, now I'm good.
Yeah, it's just like, good. Is this a cult classic because the movie is like very sexual? Because it's a very sexual movie.
But like, if I want to watch a movie with a sexual punch-up that's better with fucking Leanne Quigley, I would just watch Return of the Living Dead.
Well, it's much better, and she's also completely naked in that movie for a while.
Like, it's a better movie with a sexual punch-up. Why would I watch this over that?
Yeah, no, I agree. This is just a bunch of like, young adults that go to a house to party and they take off their clothes and become demons. They do explain like what what's haunted versus possessed is, which is kind of like because like the house is, I guess, haunted, meaning that it's got like a presence there in the house in its walls.
Yes.
But being possessed is when you're actually overtaken by the evil, and then you actually become the living becomes a demon, which is we're going to see. That's the difference, but we're going to see that because these people are going to get possessed by the demons. I would say one of the positives of this movie, if I'm going to give it some kind of positive, is I think the camera works very good. Like, yeah, when the demons are kind of coming out and they like use like the Evil Dead framework.
Yes. It does look really good.
And like even like with the dancing, they like kind of like pan the camera around a lot.
That's director Brad talking.
It is.
That's that iron fist coming out.
Do you think they do a good job with the camera work? Is like the one positive.
Yeah, no, like the movie's not I don't like it, but it's not like garbage. Like it's still like
it's serviceable.
Yes. So there's like certain things like now, like once they do the seance, is it only Helen that sees the thing in the mirror?
I don't think does any of them see the thing in the mirror.
Why? For some reason I thought Helen saw it, and
Maybe.
she like panicked here.
They do the seance and they bring out the mirror that they're super happy about. They see all themselves, and there is like this demon. It looks like a pterodactyl.
Yes, the pterodactyl demon is in the mirror. I thought Helen saw it. I could be wrong. Yeah, right? She screams, panics,
and it falls.
Then it falls. And that's when they decide they want to leave. So her and Roger go outside to leave, right?
Yeah.
But they can't leave because the gate is missing. It's now all a brick wall.
He's like analyzing the wall outside because he remembered the gate being there and it's no longer there.
Yes. Now, what I don't understand is how does the demon go into Angela first?
Does it? I think it possesses Suzanne first, no?
Oh, it does possess Suzanne first.
And they make out. and that's how it goes into them.
But how does it possess Suzanne first? Even
It literally
just enter
it
her mouth.
literally just travels to her. I think once they did the seance, they conjured it, and then it kind of
travels into her mouth. Okay.
Yeah.
And then she does kiss Angela, and it is an STD, sexually transmitted demon.
I do wonder if it's like if it like the hornier you are, the more the more interested it is in you, because this is like actually where it possesses her.
It's true. If there's anything we've learned, the devil loves fucking. So
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a fuck machine.
this
Well,
makes
it's-
sense.
It literally just travels in her because she's like literally like
She was the one that did the seance. So that's
Okay.
I guess
Okay.
it started with her and then progressed.
Okay. So now we're just gonna start spreading demon germs.
Am I wrong, or do they like when somebody dies, they like turn?
Yes.
So it's like a zombie.
They
too?
become the demon.
demon.
Kill the demon.
I do like how like even this like the demon just like scanning who it wants to go into.
Yeah, I mean the demon. He's infiltrated the council chamber here. It's getting really hectic.
And it's like, oh, this chick that's doing her lipstick. Like,
That's fucking.
and her
Yeah,
fucking
bad.
eyes go, the fire gets lit up, and there's possession.
No, that's so bad. It's so funny though. And then she just starts eye fucking the lipstick.
She
right?
like says something out loud that makes no sense, and everybody looks at her. I forgot what it was, but it's just like some random shit.
Yeah. So she kisses Angela. That's what does that. But Angela's gonna start tonguing Stooge at some point.
Yeah, that comes later on. Like, so she's going to make out with Angela that the guys are really happy
Yes.
about, which is what transmits it over to Angela. She now is also a demon.
Yes.
But yeah, like she's gonna make out with Stooge later. That's after she does her special sexy dance.
You're right. The sex dance happens.
Apparently, that actress actually choreographed that dance.
The sex dance?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, I've been waiting my whole life to do this sex dance, the mating dance, which Shane has done a mating dance before.
Yeah, and it works too.
Who hasn't done a mating
Causes
dance
COVID.
here?
Caused COVID.
We did that dance together.
I know. I hate to say that. It's true though.
Mike, you have a mating dance?
Yeah, I kind of just do the dice roll.
I like to think you just wear a thong and bend over.
That's hot.
I'm a fantastic dancer.
But you also have a fake peacock tail that you wear?
okay.
So this is where they kind of like all branch off to try to fuck.
Yes.
Because they're trying to like look at different parts of the house.
To fucking.
Because like this movie is like in general, it's a lot of talking and standing around.
Yes.
And like people trying to cheat on each other, so it's a lot of like gossip and bullshit.
So we could just speed through
We're gonna
this.
speed through. Yeah, we'll speed through this.
Because like it's a lot of nonsense. It's a lot of nothing. Like I said, that this is where Raj and Helen are looking outside. Helen's just gonna disappear at some point.
Does she ever come back?
Yeah, she gets thrown headfirst onto that car, like right now.
Oh.
So yeah, like she disappears from Roger. Roger panics. Roger's gonna run into the car, and Helen just gets thrown onto the car. You never see how she died or why she died, but she is now a demon.
Yeah,
I did think like when they become the demon, I think they look and sound good.
Well, no, okay, and that's where we could give this movie credit. I actually think the demon makeup work is good.
It is.
I think it's
creepy.
very good. I think the makeup effect. I actually think the effects minus the floating dragon in the sky at the end.
Sure.
Which, it's the 80s.
dragon head, the
I won't
pterodactyl.
like- but like, I actually think like the effect of the lipstick going in the nipple. It's actually really good.
It looks good. You know that's not fit, like real breasts. So
No, but-
like Dior Bear did the same thing.
Yeah, but it does look good because it's a prosthetic, obviously, over where it could go in, but it looks really good. I even think like this guy getting his tongue ripped out looks good.
That's a cool kill.
Yeah, like there is good in this movie if it wasn't so plotting and like meaningless with the characters at times.
Yeah. They really don't build up their characters well. But yeah, so we'll start here. Angela is clearly possessed.
Yes.
So she's going to do her like super sexy dance to some weird 80s goth rock. And Sal's actually going to be the opposite of turned on. He's going to be terrified.
Yeah.
So he's going to slowly walk away. But you know who is turned on by it is Stooge.
Isn't that though? They do that in the remake, right? Where someone's turned off by it and leaves.
I think so. Who does the dance? Is it Angela? It's Angela, yeah.
And I think actually in that one though, the doctor walks out of the
Yeah.
room. And instead, Suzanne stays, and that's where her and Suzanne make out.
That's right.
And that's, yeah. See, I hate that I like that movie more. I want to like the 80s one more because I feel like dirty. Almost like
Yeah, it's not dirty.
More.
I'll be honest with you. I just don't like either of them. But
Yeah.
That's fair. I understand. I do. If I had to like pick, I'd probably say the remake is just a little bit better. I think the kills count. The kills just happen like way too late in this movie.
Yes.
And like, I feel like they don't fight demons. There's also no backstory.
Well, no, it's just the demons slaughtering and them running. Like, there's never a fight back, like you said.
Kills are probably better in this one because I feel like there's more of them.
Yes. Because, like the Stooge kill here, or wherever it's coming up, is awesome. Where he gets, and even like Helen getting thrown onto the car is really well done. So when the guy in the doctor suit actually gets killed, though, like why he never moves his arm, I couldn't figure out. He just keeps leaving it outside the coffin to get slammed on.
Little coffin rock. But what I would say is like, so this is the Stooge death
Yes.
scene, right? So like after Sal leaves, they basically make out, and like she's not letting go of him because she's biting his tongue. And then like when they finally let go, because I do like the camera panning, he's like literally blood's just everywhere, and she spits out his tongue. It's pretty sick.
It's awesome. Like it's very well done.
And then there is the scene, I think we passed that already, but there's the scene of like Jay and Judy like about to fuck, and then like she wants nothing to do with it, so he's gonna start like going towards Suzanne.
Yes.
Literally right away.
So it's actually funny because Sal runs into Suzanne first, and Sal's like, I don't know what you got going on, but it ain't right, and I'm leaving. And then Jay comes in, and Jay, being the creep, is like, oh, you did your makeup really well.
Such a fucking weirdo.
Did she put the lipstick in her tit yet?
It's either before.
It would have had to been after this.
It's after this, right?
Because like, look at her face.
Pussy.
Yeah.
So yeah, so she definitely does the lipstick trick where she puts makeup
Yeah.
all over her face with her lipstick, and then puts the lipstick in her boob. And then she's about to have sex with Jay, where she flashes Jay her cooch, and they fuck. But she doesn't look like herself.
She's turning.
Yeah.
Do you think she has good makeup?
I mean, if she wanted to be a clown, and she gouges his eyes out.
She literally like, and they like legitimately pop. Go back
Yeah.
real quick.
Which is also a really good kill.
Oh, with the nails, like yeah,
Yeah, see, like this shit's all good,
yeah. The practical there, I like it.
but like I don't know, something about this movie though.
No, I completely agree. Because then you're gonna cut to Max and Franny, and they're like fucking in the.
They're fucking in the coffin.
coffin.
Which
And,
is what I like to call the sex coffin, which is an idea I had for a restaurant.
Yes, great idea. She gets like just killed from behind, right? Like she gets.
They both die in the coffin.
I forgot how she gets killed though. Like
It's in the coffin.
It is, but I meant like.
Like, how does she die?
Yeah.
Is it off screen?
No, because something happens to her. He notices, and that's when his arm keeps getting slammed into the coffin door, right?
Right. I would like to take a deeper dive on Brian's restaurant idea.
We can if you want.
Yeah, I want to.
Sure. So, the sex coffin is an idea I had that, you know, you're at a restaurant, right? And it's like, you know, Thirsty Thursday or like one of these things. The college crowd, right? And then you get this coffin, right? And it's like suspended in midair. And you can go into the coffin, a couple, and you go on like this like twists and turns, and you could do whatever you want in the sex coffin at a very steep price. Get out of the sex coffin, you're all frazzled. Yeah, you fucked, it's all good, but that's the sex coffin. It's available once per week.
Once a week.
Yeah.
And it like the
There's a waiting list for this sex coffin.
the coffin's like
It's suspended by like
in front of
cable.
everybody.
Yeah, in front of everybody.
Oh, I love this. This is great.
You know, you're kind of looking like Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin,
Oh
who's
my
that?
god! But he was always wearing a visor. That's for sure.
Yeah, he was the coach of like a couple of college football
like
teams.
LSU.
LSU, I think maybe even Tennessee for
Did
a few
he
years.
win anything?
No.
No,
Damn.
I think he's been like fined multiple times and stuff.
Yeah, he's done some weird shit.
Seems about right. I'll
Actually,
take it.
The coffin scene actually happens right after.
There he is.
Yep, see, you kind of remind me of him.
Alabama? What?
Oh, he was the coordinator under Saban.
Yeah, that's right.
Lane Kiffin.
He was the Raiders head coach.
What?
Yeah, years ago though. He was
Yeah.
terrible.
Oh, maybe we could see it here.
Stooge kills her.
Okay, this is what I wanted to say. Oh, he just snaps her
it's
neck.
twice. That's a double.
Oh, we
snap.
got a double snap. Yeah, and see, he could just move his arm, but doesn't. Instead, just keeps leaving it there.
Well, he doesn't want to get the thing closed on him.
He's
Yeah.
grabbing the boy's stomach now.
Yeah, and his arm gets just cut off. So that's gross. Now it's basically, I've said it once, I'll say it a fucking again. We get the cat and mouse chase for literally the rest of the movie.
It's Raj, it's
Sal, and Judy.
And Judy are the only unpossessed demons. Like they're the only non-demons.
Yes. And so this is the thing I like about the remake. The remake had rules. The demons had to possess everyone by the end of the night so hell could walk on earth. This one, there's no rules. There's no how you escape. It's just they're trying to get over a brick wall.
Yeah, and all you know is the demons can't cross the water,
Yes.
which is in some area that's underground. Like you don't know where that is.
Yeah.
But how tall is this brick wall, Shane?
It's actually pretty tall.
Is it unscalable?
No. So this is what I'm going to say that I like about Roger. Roger has the survival instinct of the best of them.
Well, he wants to leave. He's always wanted to leave. He wanted to leave in the very beginning.
He doesn't care about anyone else, and he actually will do whatever it takes to survive.
He also felt off about this place from the beginning. Like
Yes.
if you looked at him, he's like one character just like, yeah, I don't want to be here.
So, yeah, like there's a scene where he jumps headfirst out of a window, leaving Judy behind.
Yeah, it's great.
And I loved it because I'm like, yeah, he's just trying to live.
Well, the demons, I do like the demons when they all come out, like how they all come out of the coffins and they're all like possessed and they chase them, which leads to them all getting onto the roof to try to get out and Sal falling off the roof and onto a spike and dying.
Yes, because he grabs Angela to try to save Judy from her, and he does a swanton bomb onto a metal pipe. And if there's someone who knows a thing or two about swanton bombs,
I know all about it.
yeah.
I've been swanton in hotel rooms across this country.
That's so true. But then again, like that's the end of a character you were trying to build up and then it's just like, why?
Why? Yeah. Because now you're just left with Judy and Raj.
Who have no
Chemistry.
chemistry
I don't think they've
whatsoever.
spoken in this movie. So they're going to get to the brick wall. And this is why I also love Roger. There is now barbed wire. He doesn't hesitate. He grabs the barbed wire and scales the wall. Like he doesn't slip. He is literally sinking the barbed wire. He is Jesus Christ and crucifying himself with this barbed wire to get to the top. And he does it without hesitation. And he's so close to just leaving Judy behind. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't. He's a good guy. He comes back for her.
Yeah.
What flavor you got right there?
Rosé sangria style. I
me
grabbed
too.
the second rosé sangria style.
Me too.
Because these are,
They're good.
I really like the rosé.
They do mention like, and this doesn't help, but is it the reason the demons can come out because it's Halloween and
Yes.
it's like that like thin veil of like when spirits go back and forth?
Yeah, one of the characters actually, it's a throwaway line. It's like, this is the night every demon can come out.
I think like Angela and Judy mentioned it at one point.
So you remember when we talked about Art, the clown, and how he's literally everywhere all the time, all at once? These demons are the exact opposite. Unless this house is really big,
Yeah, they're never around.
they're never there.
Well, they also like directly do not ever conflict with the demons, like which is a complete and total difference from the remake, where
Yes.
they battle them throughout the whole movie.
The biggest battle we get is Judy at one point uses a flamethrower.
Yeah,
But like, that's even a scene I like skipped over because like, really, they hide in a crematorium, they flamethrower them, and then they leave again. It's like,
yeah. So let me explain the ending. Like, I hope this is so. They all died there, so now they're all demons, right? Or they're either possessed or they died and they become demons. So they're gonna scale the wall with the barbed wire. He's gonna help Angela out. They get over the wall, and they all of them just start burning and turning into basically smoke. Is that because they crossed over the water line down underneath?
but the demons didn't cross. I think it's just because they couldn't get the last two people. It was over.
Because the last two people got away?
Yes.
I thought that it was because this it was starting to become day and Halloween was over.
That's the remake.
That's the remake.
But
this one is still like nighttime.
Clearly dark out.
Yeah.
Like in the remake, the girl pretends to hang herself and then escapes during the daytime.
Yeah, which was solid.
It is.
Now, maybe Matt is right. Like then you do see the sun come out, but like it doesn't like correlate because it's dark as fuck.
Yeah. It sucks.
I swear, I thought the reason was because they literally crossed the water line to leave outside, but that's never mentioned either.
Yeah.
She gets her leg
Carved up. Yeah.
Well, in any case, they don't get them. They get away, and they all like they're basically done. I do like the idea of it would make sense if like they didn't get them by dawn, which was like the goal.
Yeah.
And then they all like burn up, and then they just like walk like disheveled people down the street from the funeral parlor, and then the old guy from the beginning comes back.
And he's like, damn kids, he one night stands, yada, yada. Goes in his house. He's going to have his breakfast. His wife baked him an apple pie.
It looks delicious. Shane.
Looks delicious. The issue is those are the apples he put the razor blades in. Double issue. His wife knew that and wanted him dead.
It was intentional.
For the insurance policy.
Yep. It's always the insurance policy.
Always about the money.
Yep.
Also, is this a real like urban legend? Like,
Oh, yeah.
razor blades and apples.
That's why you're supposed to check candy.
Yeah, it's a thing.
So that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And that's why nowadays they do like trunk or treat and all that crap.
Yeah, so you don't have to go to strangers' homes who could poison candy.
Trunk or treat? What's that mean?
So schools or boys and girls clubs, they have car trunks all open, and there's candy in the trunks, and the kids just go from trunk to trunk and take candy out.
They decorate like the inside of
Yeah.
like the back.
But where does the candy could still come from?
I think the schools provide it, right? Nowadays.
I don't even know. I just know that part.
Because like you step back and think about it, trick or treating, the whole concept of it is very strange.
Well, yeah, because you go to you're taught your entire life don't trust strangers, and then
Right.
on this one night you go to a stranger's house and you take their
candy.
candy.
Yeah.
The movie says it, and actually I agree with this mashup. We were talking about it before. It has the camera work of The Evil Dead with the demons and Return of the Living Dead for like that party element. Raunchy mashup of both.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go right into my rating. I was deciding between two numbers,
Sure.
4 and 5.
Okay.
I ultimately decided on 5 because I don't think it's below mid. Despite me not liking it, I could see the merit in it and why someone would like it. I also think, for the most part, it's not interesting really, but like it still has good effects. It has good camera work, and those are things that are important, and a lot of horror movies we watch don't have. So I can't give it below average. So I think 5. 5 is my safe space for this movie.
So what's crazy is like the score I'm gonna give it. I can't almost even justify it because there's nothing truly bad about this movie.
Right.
Like the acting and like
Everything's fine.
yeah, it's fine. I like the demons. Some of the kills are nice. This movie's horny as fuck.
Yeah.
Which, I'm all about that. But like, I don't know. Something about it.
You just don't like it, right?
I didn't like this movie.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily think it was boring either, but I was going to give it a 4, but like, how is this movie technically a 4?
It's not. And that's why I gave it a 5.
I guess I'm going to go 5 because this movie's like literally the definition of fucking mid.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not like poorly done, but
It's not.
I couldn't get into it, honestly.
Agreed.
I actually
Yeah,
think that,
5.
Yeah, I'm also giving it a 5. I think it's like the definition of a movie, like to what you were saying, is just like it was actually like well made. It's just a bad movie. Like it just doesn't. There's nothing that connects. Like there's nothing gripping. The story is really not entertaining at all. Like there's nothing of interest in the movie.
Yeah.
They stand around for a lot of it. They get excited by mirrors. There's like nothing like that holds me to the screen. I don't care what happens. There's no investment or development in any single character. The best character, I think, that is developed, and probably not, is maybe Angela. Like, I don't even know. But, like, they don't do a good job with her of hosting this party. She basically just steals shit. So, like, I don't know. Like, it didn't, like, completely come together. I just think it was more of like a stylized film that kind of like came out at the end of the 80s that relived a lot of the great filmmaking from other great movies. Plus, it was really like sexual. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's a 5. It just didn't hit. Wasn't horrible, but definitely wasn't groundbreaking. In my opinion, I do guess like sometimes you come along those movies that are just like people hype up and you're just like, I don't see it.
This is one of them,
and this is definitely one of them.
It's considered a classic, right?
Yeah,
a cult classic. Yeah,
I don't get it. Also, I like the end, right? But like that old dude's wife, this is our only time in the movie. So like, what are we supposed to think as the viewers? Like, why she's fucking killed her?
Well, because he's a miserable old fuck.
So that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they presumably have been married for how long? She just realized he was a miserable old
She's sick
fuck?
as shit. I don't know.
How long do you think it took her to get to that breaking point?
Probably years ago, but
it's just like a weird Halloween theme that I also don't think like kind of correlates to the movie. Like,
yeah,
I think like Trick or Treat does that shit like much better.
Much better with the poison candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie's actually good.
I love Trick or Treat. All right, my favorite kill. There's actually a lot of good kills in this movie.
Yeah, that's one thing I'll say. The kills are good.
I personally I think Stooge. I love the tongue getting bitten out.
I'm gonna go douchebag boyfriend with the eye gouge.
It's another good one. That would have been my second choice.
Because that guy was a fuckface and he deserved to die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tough. Very tough. Well, Helen was the worst because like that was just like so random.
that was out of nowhere.
There's some people that just like died just by like turning, like Suzanne and Angela. In this instance, I'm going to go Stooge because I thought that the biting of the tongue was like the bloody visceral scene was pretty crazy. I'm going to go with that one.
Okay. All right. Stooge. What do we know about you, Stooge? You're a fat guy who wore a pig costume. So clearly you were in on the joke. You seem like a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
Bullying old men out the window? Sure.
Yeah, he mooned an old man out the window.
Yeah.
That's sexual harassment. But that's the 80s. 80s, nothing was funnier in the 80s than sexual harassment.
Oh my God, yeah.
Right, look at fucking Jay.
Rape.
But yeah, what can we say about you, Stooge? You thought you were going to finally get it in with the popular chick, the hostess of the party, Angela, and you got it in all right. You got your tongue in her mouth and into her belly. And for that, we're going to put you in our Necronomicon.
Wait, she ate the tongue?
Probably.
I thought she spit it
She's
out.
a fucking demon.
Demon.
Yep. That's Night of the Demons. We've actually done...
2 of them now.
Yeah. There's actually sequels to this movie.
We'll get there eventually.
Should I invest my time into the 09 version?
You would love it. The tits are glorious.
You would love it a lot more than this one.
Yeah.
I think I might watch it. You said Shannon Elizabeth's in it?
Yes.
I hate to care to say, like, it's... While they try to keep things the same, it's kind of different.
It is. It is.
But there's still a lot of, like, tomfoolery.
Oh, it's stupid, but it's enjoyable.
Remember how we discussed like the all-time like scream queens? I feel like Shannon Elizabeth is like the all-time or one of the all-time like hot chicks in movies. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like she only is there to play the hot chick.
Like American Pie, like really like
13 Ghosts.
hammered that home for
13
her.
Ghosts too. Oh, not another teen movie.
Yeah,
She's
Johnson's
not in that.
Family Vacation.
it's literally all she does.
Yeah. So yeah, Shannon Elizabeth, shout out to you. You're awesome. Shout out though to the month of October because next week you are ending, and obviously everyone knew what we were doing to end the month of October. We do it every year. We're hitting Halloween 5, and if you think we're getting close to finishing this series, you're fucking wrong. Because I
wrong.
still think there's 7 more.
Are you counting Rob Zombie's
Fuck yeah.
vehicles? Okay.
Well, we have to do them because we're actually getting close to doing Rob Zombie's entire discography. We just need to do his 2 Halloweens and Lords of Salem, I think.
Really? That's it?
We did all 3 of the Devil's Reject series. We did 31. And that means his only other movies he has left are Halloween, Halloween 2, Lords of Salem, and I think The Munsters. I think he's only directed 8 movies.
Wow, that's crazy.
So,
Literally nuts.
yeah. But, so we have, oh no, wait, there might be 8 more.
Oh, look it up.
It's Halloween 6, H2O, Resurrection. Halloween 1, Halloween 2, Rob Zombie. That's 5. There's 8. Because then it's Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween It Ends. So there's 8 more Halloweens, even after the one we do next week.
Wow.
Damn.
Which means I think I have an idea. But we'll talk about that off air.
Sure. Wonderful.
All right. Halloween 5, The Curse of Michael Myers.
Revenge.
The Revenge of Michael Myers. The Curse is the one with Paul Rudd. So with that said, we're the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week where we figure out if Jamie will ever cure the demon and get rid of Michael Myers for us.
Jamie. I love Donald Pleasance.
He's
He
the
keeps
best.
this series afloat. Tune in every Monday to www.thefinalpodcast.com. New episodes every single week. You know and love it. We will be on, I believe we'll be on close to episode 230. Like, we're getting there. We're getting there. But Halloween, like I said, will be ending next week. Super excited. Please subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, where you know and listen to podcasts. And we'll see you next week for our finishing of our Halloween season.
Jamie.
Jamie.